one of like the best goalkeepers to ever, play the game.
Yeah, I mean, for a time, he was the best goalkeeper in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But he's right now David De Gea for Manchester United.
Yeah.
Spain.
De Gea, yeah, De Gea.
De Gea. Yeah. But he's making too many mistakes right now, and it's getting to the point where I'm saying we need to bench him and put Romero in, because Romero don't make those.
Trash.
No, Romero doesn't make those mistakes. Romero doesn't make those mistakes. Romero would have saved. Go and watch the game. Romero would have saved what De Gea didn't save in that game.
Isn't Romero the goalkeeper for Argentina? Like the main goalkeeper for Argentina?
Starting goalkeeper, yeah.
Yeah. Last time I checked, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is. He's still. He's
not bad. He's not a bad second string goalkeeper.
Dude, Arsenal had lost 3 games in a row ever since like the return of the Premier League.
I went to watch with my Brighton. Oh my
Brighton. Who was before Brighton?
They lost to Man City 3-0.
Yep, there was a Man City game. Was it before Man City or after Man City? I think it was before Man City. They also lost a game.
That was before Corona, so I don't remember that.
Oh, was it before? Okay, never mind then. Yeah.
No, but I saw the Brighton game. The Brighton game, the guy, the striker who knocked out the goalkeeper, also scored the winning goal. Like, bro, can you get any more insulting than that? Yeah.
You know that Arsenal probably has like the most expensive players out of like not the most expensive, maybe like third or fourth most expensive players in the Premier League after like City and like Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal, I mean, they have Aubameyang, they have what's his name, Pope or
Pepe.
Pele or Pepe.
Not Pele, bro. Pepe. Where they got Pele Jr.? What?
Got Pele.
Am I missing something? Yeah.
And what else? They have David Luiz, which is just trash.
Who sucks
right now? Just complete garbage.
You saw what he did, right?
Jesus. In the Man City game, yeah.
Bro. The first mistake was the worst of the bunch, because I mean, like, what are you doing? You're just in there, the ball comes to you, it bounces, and you just stick your knee out.
He just sticks his knee and just goes right to Leno.
Yeah. It's like, put your body in front of the ball, control it, either hit it out or play it to somebody.
That's life.
Right.
That's life right there.
What are you doing?
That's a dumbass.
Yeah. And then the penalty he gave up, it's the third time he's done something like that this season. He just drags somebody down and pulls him by the shirt. Obvious, right in front of the referee.
Well, I just don't know. Like, maybe that's why he's been going from like one club to another. It's just because he's trash. Like his price isn't really that high.
It's because he's Brazilian. People think he's all that. Just because you're Brazilian doesn't mean you can play, bro. That doesn't mean anything.
Right.
So,
man, this food is about to be amazing. If I
Kris,
get it.
Who's your Premier League team?
My I don't really watch Premier League like that, but I like it, like the uniform. So Chelsea's my favorite, just because they wear blue. Everton sometimes, because they also wear blue sometimes. But
I mean, I think almost every team, I think like half of the Premier League teams have like some sort of like blue T-shirt.
True, but I'll talk about their main jersey.
Oh, the main jersey. Okay.
A lot of teams
like Man City has a primarily blue jersey.
Chelsea, Man City, Everton, Brighton. Who else? Shit. There's more.
Cardiff or Cardiff, something like that.
Yeah, they got relegated, but they got blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they're in the bottom tier right now.
That's why they're in the championship right now. Yeah.
Well, Chelsea just got this really good striker, like
Timo Werner.
3 days ago. Yeah, Timo Werner from Leipzig.
Yeah, man, he's gonna be really good. They're gonna have a really good front three. They're gonna have him, Pulisic, and who else?
They have a very young team, by the way.
Yeah.
Very, very young. It's like Pulisic is like what, like 27 years old? And
He's younger than that, right?
really?
I thought he was younger than that.
Well, I was gonna say Pulisic might be even younger than that, and he's like one of the oldest people in that team.
I thought Pulisic was like 25 or something like that. I could have sworn.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Oh.
Or is that the list?
Yeah, this is the tiers.
Okay. Love, like, neutral, dislike, hate. Is it love just like by the teams we like, or by like their success?
Entire.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going by respect. The clubs I respect, like success, history, fans,
Okay.
stuff like that. That's
Okay.
what I'm going by.
Kris, you go first, and then Harel.
I'm gonna put Chelsea in like.
And like,
Yeah.
do you agree, Harel? We can go through like every team, all three of us.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like just because, of course, like I said before, the uniforms are amazing. They have some of the greatest players in the world at some point on that team. You had Hazard, you had Willian on the team.
William is a good one.
All
Courtois
right.
came from Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, even if you go before that, you had Drogba, people like Drogba, Gianfranco Zola.
I forgot about Drogba.
Michael Essien.
Drogba was on the team.
Yeah, Drogba, legendary Drogba, man. Gianfranco Zola, Essien,
Lampard.
Mourinho, Lampard, Frank Lampard,
Lampard? I forgot about Lampard.
John Terry.
Harry? You guys are
yeah.
going down the FIFA thing now.
We're going to the whole. We're going down the whole list, bro. So, yeah. I mean, I respect Chelsea, man. I mean, they don't have. When you go before like 1990s, they don't have much history, but like recently, 1990 and after,
Yeah.
that's when like
Yeah.
So I would agree. I would say like
Well, ever since what's his name bought the club, that Russian dude.
Roman Abramovich.
Yep.
Abramovich.
Yeah.
When he bought the club, he just pretty much stacked them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with the like. I mean, it's Chelsea. Chelsea is always in the Champions League. It's not like fucking like Arsenal that like just doesn't make it like a couple years. And they're also like building a new team. So I respect that. I respect Chelsea.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I actually Harel is next. Yeah.
All right, who are we doing next? We're doing Brighton next.
Yeah, let's do Brighton.
So based on respect, I'll put them in the hate column because I mean,
Damn.
yeah, I don't respect them at all. Like who?
Really?
What legendary player has played for Brighton? What history do they have? Like,
But they're beating good teams now.
But
Yeah, this season.
But
go back 5-10 years ago. Like, where was Brighton?
They were
No way.
definitely like EPL 2 or something.
They were League One championship, if that.
if that, right.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Marawan, where we putting Manchester United? Because my food's almost here.
Love.
Oh,
And then y'all can talk about Manchester United while I get my food.
okay.
Because there's
Okay,
so
I'll
much
put
to
it-
talk about.
I'll put it in love. I'll put it in
yeah.
love. Yeah.
You don't even have to ask me that, love.
Of
I
course.
agree.
I put it up there too.
It's just like I'm kind of debating between love and like for Manchester United, because Man United is one of those teams that like you can have, they're either really, really good at 1 year or like they're just like 5 or 6. Like before Rooney, it was before like Rooney and Ronaldo and Van Nistelrooy and Keane and what other like that whole team.
Paul Scholes, Ryan
yep.
Giggs,
Ryan Giggs,
Rio Ferdinand. I can go on and on.
and then like you have like the late 90s, early 2000s. Manchester United was almost unbeatable. They were like Liverpool right now.
Right. Except we did it for multiple seasons, not just one season.
Yeah, right. And then like the Champions League and all that. And but like it got when Beckham went to Real Madrid and there was like they just got Rooney. Rooney was like 18 years old. Those like 2 years Manchester United was like on the and that's also the year that like Arsenal was just like they had like Thierry Henry and Reyes and
Dennis Bergkamp. What is it?
Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
Yep. And then like Manchester United built their team again. They had Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo, all that until they got rid of Ronaldo in 2009?
2009, yep. I remember that year.
And then Manchester United was just like Rooney is old. Rooney is starting to get old.
Yeah.
And like I don't know how the fuck they made it to the Champions League final in 2011. It's just like
it's Sir Alex's coaching because that team, when you look at it, wasn't really talented enough to make it deep in the Champions League.
Well,
but Sir Alex, I mean, you look at the squads Manchester United had from like 2010 to 2012, 13. They weren't on paper weren't very good. They weren't elite. I mean, we had freaking like Johnny Evans playing in midfield. So, I mean, that's not an elite squad, but it's Sir Alex that brought out the best in those players.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Yeah. So that's why he's such a celebrated coach because he brought out the best in like seemingly mediocre players like Ashley Young, Johnny Evans, Wes Brown, those guys.
And then you had like Evra, and you had like even like Van der Sar, like it was Manchester United that made him really good.
Oh yeah, Van der Sar. I mean, who knew Van der Sar before Manchester United? Nobody.
Exactly.
So
exactly, and now he's like one of the best to ever be a goalkeeper.
Yeah. Oh, I love Van der Sar, man. Van der Sar had the reach. He had the reactions. He had everything. Yeah. I love that. I love Van der Sar. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and then like after they lost that Champions League, Manchester United was kind of like in this like curve because like Rooney was definitely getting old.
Yeah.
They were starting to like test out like Rashford and starting to get like, all these like younger players.
Yeah.
So I would say Manchester United between 2013 or 2014 to maybe like 2017, Manchester United had like a bumpy season or like
that's our transition. That's when we had from David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Mourinho.
Yep.
But Moyes of the three was the worst option.
Moyes and Mourinho.
Yeah, Mourinho, he didn't fit our style. Van Gaal, he didn't fit our style either. It's just three coaches that, two of them that were world class that we thought that didn't fit our style. One of them, David Moyes, was the person that Sir Alex picked after he left. He thought he would carry on the legacy, but he didn't. They were from the same town. He was from Glasgow. So he thought he would carry on, but no, he wasn't up to the challenge. So that's what happened. But yeah.
But I see Manchester United having an amazing future right now.
I do too. I think we got a good young squad. We got a good young players. Rashford, especially leading the line. Mason Greenwood.
And then you got Martial. You got James. You got
Bruno Fernandes, Pogba.
Bruno Fernandes is hot, dude.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite player on the team right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad they were able to pull off that deal and get him.
Yeah, that's my favorite. He's the most. As soon as I remember his first game playing for us, you can tell he's automatically the best player that we have. Without Pogba on the field, of course. Like he's
better than Pogba.
Yeah.
He's definitely better than Pogba. Like offensive wise, but like defense, I mean Pogba's a good defender.
Right. Anyway, moving to Arsenal.
Are we done with Manchester United?
Yeah, sorry, it's my team. I have so much to say. Sorry.
All right, we got Arsenal.
Arsenal I have to put in love. I have to be biased to it.
I'll put in like.
I'll put in love. 2-1.
Yeah.
I say like because the last 10 years they've been mediocre. So I put in like.
We've had good players. It's just like we haven't
Right.
had like after Arsene Wenger, like it's just like we had who Uni, what's his name?
Unai Emery.
Unai Emery. Yep.
Yeah. We also had
And then
Thierry Henry.
Thierry was he on Arsenal's coaching? Or he was
I
just a
don't
player?
think he wasn't on the coaching staff. I think he got loaned to Arsenal at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
He was a
It was
player,
like,
yeah.
yeah. That was like 2008 or like it was like a couple of years after they moved to the Emirates.
Right.
Yep.
And then you have like Lienberg. He was the coach for
Freddie
like
Ljungberg.
half a season, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did really bad.
Hey, Arsenal lost to Brighton last time out, so I mean, that just says it all. That just says it all right there.
That is true.
Yeah.
And then another former player right now is with Arsenal is Mike Arteta.
Mikel, yeah, he's a coach right now. He's the head manager.
He's a coach
Mikel
right now.
Arteta, yeah.
Yeah. But dude, Arsenal's history is just it's good.
It's a very good history. They got how many Premier League titles they have? Like 10, something like that.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 or 10. But also remember that Arsenal also made it to the Champions League final in 2006, I think.
They didn't
They
win.
lost from Barcelona.
Yeah. They haven't won a Champions League, which another
They've
reason
never won
why
a
I
Champions
put them in the like category over the love category.
Hmm.
Yeah. They haven't
Too
won
bad.
a European trip. They haven't won a European title, so
I mean, Chelsea has won a Champions League, but
Yeah.
it hasn't won.
But they were blue.
true.
All right.
right.
Who we got next?
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I put them in the dislike category.
I got you,
would-
Harel.
I would disagree.
What do you
I would
say?
disagree.
What do you
I
say?
would put neutral. I would put neutral just because like they're kind of like the Chelsea style where they have like young players, but like they don't have a good stadium. Their stadium is like old as hell, and like they're one of those teams again. It's like Brighton. They just like beat one really good team, and then they lose like 3 or 4 other games to like smaller teams.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I guess you could put them in a neutral. I guess. I mean, I do admire the way they came from the 3rd division all the way to the Premier League with the same coach, the same manager.
Yep.
And the same group of players, pretty much.
Mhm.
So we got to admire that. And then, I mean, I don't mind their stadium. I mean, 15,000 people?
I think it's the smallest stadium in the Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small stadium in the Premier League. I mean, as long as you have a good atmosphere, they do have a pretty good atmosphere, so I don't mind that.
Gotcha.
Their style of play, it's all right. I mean, it's direct, you can call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, neutral. I don't really have.
Yeah, it's all right.
neutral.
Yeah.
It's an all right team, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, Harel, you got next.
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. I will have to put in the neutral category.
Yeah, me too.
Neutral.
Better than whatever this team is.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crystal Palace does have a good history though. Like you can actually make the claim that like part of the Premier League, if you talk about teams that they have like a long history with the Premier League, I think you have to put Crystal Palace up there.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I would put them in a dislike, but they do have Wilfred Zaha, which is a former Manchester United player, which I really like. So
He's a really fast player.
he's more than fast, man. And they gave us Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Don't forget that. They gave us Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Oh yeah, he also came from.
Yeah, they did.
Crystal
Yeah.
Palace.
But yeah,
Okay.
the
I'll
South
say
London
neutral.
club, nice fans, nice stadium.
Hey, guys. Before we go on, what sauce should I dip my tater tots in?
What sauce do you have?
What sauce you got? Yeah, that's a question.
I don't know. I'm ordering it right now.
What choices do you
What
have?
sauce should I get?
Tater tots.
What's your choices?
What?
There's like barbecue, buffalo sauce, cheese sauce, marinara sauce. There's Philly cheesesteak
Tater
sauce.
tots?
But that's like Squeeze cheese.
It's just ketchup, honestly. If you talk tater tots.
All right,
mean, yeah.
Marawan, you're about to be muted.
Bro, I mean, most of the time when you have tater tots, you dip it in ketchup, though.
Low key, yeah. Not even low key. That is
That is pretty much
Yeah.
Well,
That's
maybe
it.
some mayonnaise. Maybe.
All right, Marawan.
No. You gotta be muted for that. You gotta get muted for that. Out of the choices, though, I would say buffalo sauce. Just go for it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I got next.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Burnley.
Burnley.
Drake.
Drake.
I don't like Burnley.
Can I say it in a British accent? Burnley.
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 What in
the
bloody
town-
hell?
Bloody hell. Oh man.
Dislike.
I agree.
I don't see any. Burnley is like one of those teams like they get so close to being relegated, and then like they win at the very end like 3 or 4 games, and they just miss it by just like a few points.
Right. And their style of play is so ugly.
Yeah.
Like it is soccer played in 1970. That's what they play.
In
That's
2020.
essentially- Yeah, in 20 exactly.
Mhm.
All they do is pretty much rough tackling, headers, set pieces, long balls. That's it. That's how they win.
Yeah.
That's essential,
Isn't
though.
it?
That's essential.
Yeah. Isn't what's his name? Something Berkeley. He went to Chelsea from Burnley.
Who?
What's his name? His last name is Berkeley.
Berkeley.
Fuck. Let me see.
His name escapes me.
Ross Berkeley.
Ross Barkley? No,
Ross
he
Barkley.
came from Everton, which is our next club up.
Oh, was it Everton? Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
it was
Okay.
Everton. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Oh yeah, so Burnley is just this like I don't think anybody really likes.
Everybody kind of hates Burnley. It's just like
Yeah.
when you have to play them, it's like Burnley, really? I mean, they're gonna injure our players. They're not gonna play football. They're just gonna
Pretty
like
much.
yeah.
Right.
Everybody hates them.
Yeah.
All right. We got Everton. I'll put them in neutral.
I'll say like.
Neutral. I would say like too.
Yeah, I was debating like or neutral.
It's just Everton has always had like probably some of the best players that went to like Manchester United and Arsenal and Chelsea and like
Wayne
they
Rooney.
just like yep, there you go. Wayne Rooney. They have Carlson right now.
Yo,
They have dude, there are a lot of people, and they have a good history with the Premier League too.
yeah, they have a really good history. I remember the last time they were relegated. It's probably a really long time ago. They've been in the
I think
Premier League for a long time.
I think they might have actually had like a Premier League title, like 1 or 2 of them.
Oh, they have like I think they have like 5 or 6 actually. They have
Oh, really?
Several. Yeah.
Yeah, Everton is
7.
definitely well respected, and Liverpool fears them, which is next.
Right. Well, okay. I'm just gonna do this. Stood up there already.
I mean, they are a rival, but I do respect them a lot. So
Right.
Yeah.
They're going up there regardless.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's especially with their team right now.
They're
Like,
stacked right now.
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You can have a team that has really good defense, and that team can still lose because they can't really score goals. And you can have another team that has really good offense, but their defense is shit, and they'll still lose games. But Liverpool is like the perfect, and like they have the best defender in the world, 2 of like the fastest players in the world,
Yep.
and like the best goalkeeper in the world. It's insane. Liverpool is just like, yeah.
And remember, they didn't used to be that balanced team. I'm when the clock
Yeah.
first came there, their defense.
2018.
Right.
28.
28.
Real Madrid.
What year was it when it was Steven Gerrard's last year at Liverpool? Liverpool was so close to like the top to be the top of the Premier League, and then they had like 5 or 6 games that they lost in a row, and they went down to like number 5.
I was like, what is that? 2014, 2015?
Was it like 13 or 14? Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, where they were leading it over Chelsea, and then Man City somehow came back and won it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Liverpool was up. I remember they had the one game against Crystal Palace. They were up 3-0, and they blew it. Crystal Palace came back and tied it, and they lost the title. And then they lost at Chelsea at home that year. 2-0. That's how they lost it.
Yeah. Yeah, but right now, dude, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I think it's definitely one of the best teams to ever play soccer is Liverpool 2020.
You could say that. Barcelona of 2010 to 2013 is the best ever, in my opinion.
Is the best ever?
But club team ever.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
What you say? Which team?
Barcelona.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barcelona to 2011. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say even before that.
Yeah, 2009 through like 2012. You could say.
I'd say like 06. What you talking?
I was gonna say 06 when they had Ronaldinho.
That was kind of a different team though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the beginning of the start of the takeover.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was more like Eto'o, Ronaldinho, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Still stacked though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, Xavi and Iniesta, those two guys, they pretty much changed soccer.
Like, they had the tiki taka thing, like that revolutionized soccer. Yeah,
it's insane.
Yep,
it's insane.
That's one of the reasons why they won the World Cup.
Yeah, all the guys that play for Spain. Yeah,
yeah,
yep. Because
that era,
literally, the two defense and the 3 midfielders on Spain play for Barcelona, and not the goalkeeper though.
Yeah, goalkeeper was Iker Casillas, which Real Madrid, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Man City next.
Who's Man City? Is it me?
No, I thought it was Harel.
Oh,
I'm gonna say my heart says hate, but I'll say dislike.
Don't do that.
I'll say dislike. I'll say dislike.
You gotta go by entire history. So I will put him in neutral.
I'll say dislike. Why do you say neutral? Actually.
Because I mean, I haven't heard of Manchester City until like when I got out of high school, like 2013, 2014.
Right.
And that was when they were starting to rise up to what they are today. But I mean,
I think
I don't know their full history, but
that's the thing. You don't know because they have none.
Yeah.
That's why I said neutral, because they're on the rise.
Right.
I would say, actually, now speaking of that, like I would say neutral too, because like it was in like 2013, a dude bought the club and just jacked it. Like he got like Aguero, he got Milner, he got Zabaleta, he got
Company.
He got
Joe Hart,
goalkeeper
when he was good.
Joe Hart.
Yeah. Back when Joe Hart was good.
Yaya Toure.
He got
David Silva. He got it's just like Man City is like he had so much fucking money that he just made a whole new team and just got rid of that whole team.
Right. I mean, he had to get rid of the whole team because the whole team was rubbish before he got there. So
right.
I mean, Man City was the same team that lost. Did you know they lost 8-1 or something like that to Middlesbrough in 2008? 8-1.
That's crazy.
To Middlesbrough.
Hey, bro. Someone had the flu, bro. You good?
someone had Corona in 2008.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
What is this team? The hazmat crew?
That is Wolverhampton Wanderers. So
I actually like Wolves.
I put them in neutral.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know who they are.
I don't have to
say yes or no. I just want to be in the neutral.
I don't have strong feelings about them, so I just put them in.
I don't see them on MSN Sports in the morning on Saturday, so I don't know who they are.
Let me give you something about Wolves a little bit. So Wolves, they 2 years ago, they weren't even like that good in the Premier League. They just got like promoted from the EPL one, and they had like a pretty shitty team. So like last year, Wolves was like, I think they were in the mid-table, like 12 or 13. If you look at Wolves now, Wolves actually is like I think top 4 or top 3 in the Premier League.
They're
They
like
have
7th.
Is it 7th right now?
Yeah, I think they're like 6th, 7th.
They might have like lost like 2 games or something like that, but that team, number one, they have a really, really good coach. That coach actually got nominated for coach of the year, or no, coach of the month, like so many times every year. They have a really, really good team. They have a dude. He's a midfielder. He's from Portugal. I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about. I forgot the name.
Like is it Martinez or?
I know that the name ends in an S because he's Portuguese. That's all I know.
Ronaldo?
No. I know exactly who you're talking about. The name escapes me because it's Corona time and I don't remember anything.
It's Corona. Corona messed up my whole sports IQ.
Right.
I'm looking at chess matches and
they have
Korean baseball. What the heck?
They have also a really, really good goalkeeper, Rui Patricio.
Yeah, who's also Portuguese.
Who's also Portuguese.
Yeah.
They have the dude from Mexico,
Raúl Jimenez. Yeah.
Raúl Jimenez. They have who else is it? They have a stacked ass team, dude.
Bro,
and they're pretty good.
You know what? I'm looking at their lineup from the last game. They just basically took all of Portugal and put it on Wolverhampton.
Pretty much.
You got the goalkeeper, 2 midfielders.
Even their coach is Portuguese. That's why he got all these guys.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Were you talking about Ruben Neves, the midfielder?
No. It's João Moutinho.
João Moutinho. I love him.
That dude is really sweet. That dude is like he's like the new Iniesta probably, or like the new Xavi.
He's a bit old, but he's got the skills.
Yeah. No, dude. Wolves. I actually respect Wolves. Like where they came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with neutral.
Still neutral, okay.
I mean, I don't like them like that, but I mean, I respect like what they've done the last couple of years. So.
Yeah. All right, is it my turn now or whose turn?
Yeah, it's your turn with Newcastle.
Newcastle, definitely neutral. We got
Santiago Munez from goal. Put him in neutral.
The reason why I say neutral is because of Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer, like he's a legend. Alan Shearer.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say also they have a pretty young team too. Like they have a dude, his name is Saint Maximin or something like that. He's from France.
Saint Maxim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's really, really good.
Yeah.
And also Newcastle has made like good players who played for like Arsenal and Manchester United and all that.
Right. I would say like because I'm kind of biased because I've been to Newcastle, so I kind of experienced the city a little bit. They're like hardcore like football fans, man. Like it's a one club town and it's all about Newcastle United. Nobody else. Sunderland is a main rival. That's the big rivalry there in the Northeast. Like, but I've been up close to the stadium, and their stadium is like, if you can imagine at EMU, if EMU Stadium was like right next to our dorms, that's how close the stadium is to like a University of Newcastle.
Yeah.
It's like a parking lot and then a university and then a stadium. Like it's a really nice atmosphere. Yeah. St. James's Park. I like the stadium. I like the history of the team. Got a long history. They won a couple of times. They won 5 or 6.
They even I think they have a Champions League, right? I thought they did.
I don't think they have a Champions League.
They might have made it really far though in the Champions League before.
I don't think they haven't won a European title. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Newcastle for like history wise, oh yeah, it's like full. It's definitely stacked history wise.
I would say like, but if you put them in neutral, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally neutral. All right, we got Tottenham.
Who's taking this one?
Me.
So I think it's you.
Tottenham Hotspur. First stadium in the UK to have both soccer and NFL regulated size fields.
Right.
Just for that, I'm thinking like.
Yeah, I would have to agree for that. Like the stadium, and then like their player.
The stadium is huge.
Yeah, the stadium is really nice. Like they got. I watched a documentary on it. It's actually separate from the soccer pitch. Like it's all along the side, so they rotate it and then they bring it in. Like it's a whole different like platform they bring in.
Then they bring in the football. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
it's just like the new stadium in Vegas, where the field comes out of the stadium, and then on the outside stadium, when it like retracts from the inside, it comes outside for the UNLV stadium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like two stadiums in one on one property.
UNLV is gonna be playing there.
Yeah.
Damn. Lucky kids.
It's crazy. Lucky.
Right. Damn.
But yeah, I don't know who's playing over in UK this year, but they're gonna be playing at the Hotspur Stadium from now on. It's there in Wembley.
I thought it was the Chargers. I think Chargers and someone is playing this year in the UK.
Yeah, I gotta check those teams.
Whoever's crapped. Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars probably, yeah.
Right.
I would kind of disagree that Tottenham is in like. I actually say it's in love. The reason why is because of the team that we have right now, of Tottenham. They're pretty much the opposite of Manchester City. Like Manchester City literally just brought all these guys from like these like really good clubs and like just spent a shit ton of money on them. Tottenham, all they had was a good coach. Good coach. They like made a foundation. They pretty much like people who were really young. They made them really fucking good. Like Harry Kane and Dele Alli and Eriksson and Vertonghen and Alderweireld and well, Lucas Moura, he was in PSG, so I can't say his name. Yeah, man, I would say I would actually put mad respect on Tottenham just because of the coach that they had. What's his name again? The Argentinian coach?
Pochettino.
What's his name?
Is it Pochettino? Okay.
Yeah.
He made one hell of a team, and literally within 2 years of his coaching, he made it to the Champions League final.
That was impressive. Tottenham in the Champions League final. I never thought I would live to see that. Tottenham in the Champions League final.
They got lucky.
Like Ajax beat them 1-0 in Tottenham, and everybody was like, "No, was it 1-0 or 2-0?" I think it was 1-0. Yeah, I think it was 1-0 in Tottenham, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Tottenham is just out of it." Dude, they fucking beat Ajax 3-2.
Yeah, they came back.
Ajax, and they made it to the Champions League final.
Yeah.
So I have mad respect for Tottenham actually. They
mad respect, yeah.
I would have said like, not love.
Yeah, I would keep it in like because they just started getting good.
Yeah, and they haven't actually won.
Their whole history is like and then and now it's like
Well, Arsenal and Tottenham, Arsenal and Tottenham have been like the rivals pretty much. That's like the biggest rival in England.
But Arsenal's won more. I'm looking at the stats right now. They won more.
They have? Okay.
Yeah, Arsenal's won a lot more than Tottenham. Arsenal's a lot more successful club.
But Tottenham now is better than they were just like 2 years ago.
A lot better than they were 2 years ago.
You know, they're like they're like the Golden State Warriors in 2015. They're a lot better than they were in 2014.
Okay.
Even though they have the same players.
Or to you know, add more fire or add more oil to the flame, they're like the Golden State Warriors in 2017 when they got KD.
Right.
They're already great. They're okay, but then they got the best player in the world.
I don't know if Tottenham can say they got the best player in the world, but I can.
They
see
got a
where
good
you're going with
coach, one of the best coaches in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have, or
They
yeah,
pulled the
they
Mighty
have one of the
Ducks.
best- Yeah,
They pulled the
They have
Mighty
one of the
Ducks in the
best,
Premier League.
they have one of the best strikers in the world.
Harry Kane. Yeah, Harry Kane. I would say one of the best English strikers in history, bro. Like technique wise,
Easily, yeah.
Right.
you don't see English strikers that can take a penalty like he does. It's always perfect. It's always in the low and in the corner. That technique in that. That just shows you that he's somebody that has like he got the skills.
Skill.
He got the techers,
True.
as I say.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Is mine Southampton?
Southampton.
They've had really good players. It's either neutral or dislike. I would say neutral. I would say
like because of how many very good players they produced that have gone on to play for big clubs. You look at the likes of
Liverpool, pretty much.
Yeah, all the people, Sadio Mane,
Van Dijk.
Even going back to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale played for Southampton with his youth time. They produce a lot of good young players that have gone on to play big time.
Actually, I would agree with now that I'm actually thinking about it. Like they had Adam Lallana.
Yeah. There's a lot we're missing.
They
gave us Luke Shaw, which Luke Shaw is decent. He's not great, but he's decent.
When he started, he was good.
Luke Shaw was the next big thing, like in the 2014 World Cup. He was like, "Oh, Luke Shaw is going to be the next big English player."
All right. Yeah, I put it in neutral.
Marawan,
I put it in and Harel put it in
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2-1.
So yeah. I was gone for a second. So
damn.
We'll put it up.
2-1.
2-1. All right. Am I
have
next?
to pick up my dessert. We're at Leicester City. Now we're not just counting the 2016 season, okay? We got to count their whole history.
That's a big part of it, though.
That's why they're still in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
I put them in the neutral. Just because of that, because I put them in dislike just because of their overall history, but just because of that Premier League title, I put them up in neutral.
Well, also remember Leicester City last year, they made it top 3 or top 4, and this year they're
third now.
They're third.
And
they have probably the second or the third best striker in England, too, right now. What is his name? James Maddison.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best Premier League players, one of the best midfielders in the Premier League at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They also have Peter Schmeichel's son.
Kasper Schmeichel, yes.
Kasper Schmeichel.
Right.
They have. I would say they're honestly. I think they're a really good team.
But what Kris said, the entirety, going back.
Their entire history, I would not put them in at all.
I'll put them in neutral. Yeah, I agree with Kris. But I mean, I would put them in dislike, but exactly like what Kris said, the 2016,
they shocked the world in 2016.
Season. Yeah, mad respect for that because
not just Premier League, the world.
Yes, the world. You will never see anything like that again because
That's like the Lions. That's like the Lions going 17-0 and winning the Super Bowl.
Essentially, yeah, that's what it was. I mean, it was 5,000 to 1 odds. So
yeah,
I mean, the Lions going 17-0 is more likely than that. When you think
literally.
when you think about it. So yeah, I mean, mad respect for that. That team had no business being even in the top 4. And
because the year before 2016, they were so close to relegation that like they just needed a miracle, and they like barely won. And then the year after, they just won the whole Premier League.
Right.
Literally,
they came from 17th to first in 1 year.
It's also like, remember too that we're talking about the Premier League. Like every single team in the like and love is not easy to beat, and Manchester City,
right.
So
like,
for you,
City.
so for you to actually like beat all these teams after like so close to being relegated, that's literally making history.
Yeah, I mean, it takes money to win in the Premier League. It takes an expensive squad. It takes a very good coach, and it takes consistency over 38 games, which is very hard. So all those things coming together for a team that's not lucky to win, that's amazing. So
true, yeah, I agree.
All right, let's go to our old friends at Watford.
Watford. I fucking hate Watford. I dislike everything about them. They're
not bad. They're not hate. I put them in dislike for me.
All right, my food is here.
All right. We're going to pause for a second.
Hello? Oh, yeah, you can just leave it outside. Thank you.
Leave it out. You better grab it.
Mm-hmm.
You better grab that food, Harel. You're going to leave it there, and then the pigeon's going to take it.
What y'all saying about Watford?
I don't know. I just don't like it. I just don't like Watford. Like, they have Deeney.
I don't know.
Watford has no history, first of all.
Exactly. It's like, I don't know anything. I've only seen them like twice on like Saturday morning.
Right.
When
Apparently, Sir Elton John is from Watford, so that's something.
But then they freaking like they're losing like 3-1 against Crystal Palace, so I kind of like changed the channel.
Right.
That's the only history I know on Watford.
Go watch some hockey or something.
Elton John is from Watford.
I'm watching cartoons. What you mean? Saturday morning.
But yeah, Watford. They have no titles that I can remember. They haven't won any cups. They just got into the Premier League not too long ago. They don't have any legendary players, so it's gonna have to be hate. It's gonna have to be hate for me because I don't respect them. Simple as that.
What you get?
I got Chipotle, bro.
Let me see it. Put it up. Put it up.
Kris, you broke the rules.
I didn't break the rules.
You didn't put up your food.
I didn't break the rules. Some things are sacred, okay?
Boop. You can see it?
Some things are sacred.
Look at that goodness.
I have a cookie, but I mean, I put it,
Nice.
not bad.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to West Ham. Speaking of food, ham. West Ham.
West Ham.
West Ham United.
I would say I was gonna say dislike, just because they usually have like 2 or 3 players that control the whole team, like Felipe Anderson. I can say dislike. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I don't
say
like
so.
them that much.
Yeah.
Better than
I mean, they're not West Ham. They're not flashy at all. They're just West Ham, dude.
They're just there.
They're just there.
They're just there.
Well, they have a really nice stadium. That's probably the best thing they have.
Anyway,
They stole that. They stole that Olympic Stadium, bro.
Well, yeah.
They don't even deserve that Olympic Stadium. West Ham
They
United
don't.
in Olympic Stadium. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
It just happens to be in their city.
it just happens to be right there. So
You
might as
you
well
go
use
to
it.
you go to the Olympic Stadium to watch Andy Carroll play up top. Really? Really?
Or yeah. Or what's his name from the Beatles? John. Oh, fuck. McCarthy.
John Lennon?
No, not John Lennon.
What about him?
McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Oh,
Paul McCartney.
is he a West Ham fan?
No, he's not from West Hampton, but he played when like the opener for the Olympics. He played in West Hampton.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty bomb opening ceremony, though. I won't lie.
That was.
Yeah.
Did you see? I think the best part is when the whole stadium was singing "Hey Jude" with with Paul McCartney. That was actually really cool.
Didn't they CGI? Daniel Craig came in like a parachute and he was carrying Queen Elizabeth. They CGI'd it. I remember that.
Yep.
That happened, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That was crazy. I like that.
Well, I don't
doing
think they
too much.
CGI'd it. I think they just like got a different actress, and then they just got like this actress, and then like literally 2 seconds later, they show the Queen is just sitting at like
Yeah.
up there.
That was a bomb. I enjoyed that. That was a bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah.
Damn, man. I miss. I mean, like I've been watching all these games now, and it doesn't feel the same.
No, that's weird whether the fans are because a lot of the Premier League experience is the fans, the chanting, and the banter, and stuff like that. When you don't have it, it's like kind of half of it is missing.
Especially when you play in a stadium like like Portsmouth Stadium or like these small stadiums.
Yeah.
And then like you can literally like it's like the goal is here and the stand is like here for people.
Yeah.
Those are so fun. It's just fun to watch those.
A lot of these small clubs are not going to have that advantage in the last 9 games because they rely on that home field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how, even if it's 10,000 people, 20,000 people, the most like. They're
Also,
still wild.
Liverpool does. Too.
Anfield, yes, is lit. Anfield is lit. Yeah.
That's how they beat Barcelona. Like, I'm pretty sure they would have not beat Barcelona if it was like no fans.
Yeah. Anfield. They talk about the Anfield roar or the 12th man, whatever. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, amongst the big clubs, I hate Liverpool, but I will say they have the best home support of the big.
Oh clubs. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I'll admit that.
Liverpool and like maybe Real Madrid and
Barcelona.
like AC Milan. Barcelona.
Barcelona, their fans are ridiculous.
Barcelona used to be very bougie back in the day. Like,
I feel like Real Madrid is bougie too, right?
Oh, Real Madrid is way more bougie than Barcelona.
Yeah, right.
Definitely. No.
Yes.
Not.
Yes, dude.
Yes, it's Madrid.
No.
It's Madrid, the Galacticos.
It's Madrid.
The elite.
No, it's just like it's just their stadium, that Coliseum that they have.
Yeah, Santiago.
Like, no.
The Bernabeu.
Santiago Bernabeu.
Bernabeu.
Yeah.
All that BS.
Santiago Bernabeu.
Madrid is a bougie club. Traditionally, it's a bougie club. It was the king of Spain. That was his team.
It's the what is it called? The River Plate of the Super Classico.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Who's the most bougie club in England?
Manchester United.
You can say Chelsea,
United?
actually.
What is it? Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea. Because they're from West London.
Yeah, Chelsea.
They
I
got
remember when they came here to the big house. All like the bougie people had the Chelsea stuff on.
Exactly.
I mean, both teams were bougie. They had Chelsea and they had I think it was Real Madrid. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all the real soccer fans had the Real Madrid shirts on because they knew what was up.
Yeah, of course they know what's up.
They knew what was up.
Yeah.
I think it's actually Tottenham. Tottenham is the most bougie.
I won't say that.
Nah, bro.
No.
Chelsea.
If you, dude, go back and look at the Liverpool versus Tottenham final. Just see the stadium, how the Liverpool people look like and the Tottenham people look like. It's like two different worlds. It's literally like
I mean,
one is like just shouting the whole game and they're just like rooting for the team, and the other one is just like chilling with their beer, just in these like fancy Tottenham shirts.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
there's a lot of stereotypes about Liverpool though as a city. It's kind of like the Cleveland of England. So that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from.
I've heard other stories, but moving on. I heard it was the Detroit of England.
The Detroit, I don't know, Detroit of England.
What would be the Detroit of England?
Shoot,
Liverpool. Shit.
Liverpool will be close, but I don't think it cuts it quite. It's one of those towns in the middle. One of those towns that had like a big mills, industrial sites, and then kind of declined, kind of like Detroit, a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me see, because let me see here.
It's so interesting when you actually go to England and you visit London and you go to the north. It's like two different countries culturally.
Right.
Like London and everything around it is really white collar, professional. It's like the East Coast. It's like the East Coast here, right? And then the north, like Manchester, Liverpool, Leeds, Newcastle, working class, rugged. It's like the upper Midwest, Rust Belt. It's two different cultures. In the north, they love football, soccer. In the south, they love rugby. In the south, they drink tea. In the north, they drink beer. It's like two different.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting dynamic.
I'm trying to see if there's like any team that's like in the EPL 1 or 2 that have like a big ass fan base that they get like very like heated up more than Liverpool. Or like EFL.
In the north?
Just the EFL in general.
You mean like second division, third division? You got Leeds United. Leeds United is pretty lit. Leeds United has a big fan base. Yeah.
I'm trying to see who else.
And Sunderland. Don't forget Sunderland.
Derby?
No,
Derby
not Derby. Not Derby, though.
Not Derby. Blackburn. Blackburn is a big one. Blackburn is definitely a big one.
They used to be in the Premier League. They had Alan Shearer. I don't think they have a big fan base like that.
Alan Shearer came from Blackburn.
There was like 8 people in the stands. Marawan, stop it.
Right. They never sold out their games. So
they were like the early show on CBS. They add people in the background just to make it look like they're hype, like Good Morning America.
Right.
They add crowd noise in the back.
No, Leeds, people like Leeds United, Sunderland, which is in third division now, they got a Netflix documentary on them, which is pretty good.
There's so many characters.
Who else? Let's see.
I'm trying to think who else. I mean, Man United people can get very, very, very heated up.
Man United has the best away fans in Britain.
Away fans?
Yes. Traveling fans, because we have fans all over the country. So wherever we go, we get at least 5,000 Man United fans.